Salutations, family. Welcome back to the Electric Leaf, where it is my goal to assist you with nourishing your mind, your body, and your chakras. My name is Nakia, and I'm so glad to be here with you all. I hope you all are doing well. I'm wiggling around because I'm cold. The temperature dropped. I need my little heater, but it makes too much noise. All right, so I know that I told you all that I was reading this book, How to Love a Black Man by Dr. Ronn Elmore. And so I said, you know what, let me just share. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to share with y'all from the beginning. And I'm going to start here at this chapter. Do you see that? Get a grip. Get a grip on who Black men really are and aren't. Okay? And so Dr. Elmore says, whatever the images that you have in your head of who Black men are will play like a constant silent video as you read this book. Those images of him can either greatly help you or hurt you as you work with this book. For the next few pages, I challenge you to fine-tune your video image of him. Ask yourself, does my image exist in fantasy, nightmare, or reality? So, my reason for wanting to read this book is because I feel that I don't really know who Black men truly are, you know? I feel that I've had a very terrible perspective of men, and I put that perspective with Black men. That's an aspect of myself that I definitely recognize, you know. It's not, I'm not a man basher at all, you know, at all. It's just within me, you know, it's something that I recognize within myself. Which I won't get all into details right now, darling, okay? This is enough, all right? This is enough that I really want to share, because I know that a lot of people do have feelings, thoughts, or experiences that they may not have healed from. And I've had a few. You know, I'm not even going to lie, okay? And I was listening to this lady talk. It was another tarot reader, and she was saying that she had gotten this book and that it was helping her out a lot mentally and with herself and with relationships. And I was like, wow, okay, you know. And this was a while back. This was I know it was at least a year and some change ago. But anyway, I only recently bought it. And I started reading in it, and what I am finding is that it's conversation worthy, for sure. It's conversation worthy. So I want to go on to the next page where he speaks about what the ideal Black man is and the raw deal Black man. Okay, but hold on, so that you guys are not confused. Let me read this whole little section, okay? So it says, but re-examination of men and your perceptions of them is only a start. Following that will be your opportunity to look inward at your own approach to love. How well has it served you? Often our sincere attempts to give and get genuine love sadly misses the mark. Beyond hope, high standards, and way beyond reality dwells a mythological figure, the ideal Black man. He has never walked the earth, yet he has garnered the love and devotion of many women, okay? He is absolute perfection personified. No woman has actually seen him, though some women thought they had, only to discover that they had been sadly mistaken. Still, other women have waited, sometimes with patience, often with frustration, yet clinging to the fantasy that this flawless specimen does exist and could soon appear. That was funny. I really enjoyed that. So, then he goes on to list the ideal Black man versus the raw deal Black man. And then he also, okay, well, let's start there. So he lists the ideal Black man as, pay attention because I want to know what y'all think about this. I really want to know. Incredibly fine, but totally unaware of it. Built like Adonis, but never stuck at the gym. Sensitive and gentle, but not too gentle. Not a wimp. Completely honest, but won't tell me anything that hurts. Totally unselfish, but remarkably independent. Doesn't need anybody. Financially secure, but doesn't have to invest time in staying that way. Intelligent and well educated, but never acts proper. Sexually dynamic, but only in the mood when I am. Highly spiritual, but keeps his God in his place. In his place. I don't really understand what that means. I didn't really get that one. And I've read it a couple of times. So if you get it, you let me know. Articulate, even eloquent, but sounds black, never white. Able to solve every problem, but not a know-it-all. Completely dependable, never disappoints, but not predictable. So then he goes over, okay, so then he says, this is not who black men really are. Far away from that. This is an extreme, okay? But then it goes on to say that the opposite extreme of this extreme is the raw deal black man, which I found absolutely, I'm not even going to say. I would like to know what you feel. Utterly irresponsible, manipulative, exploitative, violent, abusive, lazy, undermotivated, low achieving, non-communicative, inarticulate, uncommitted, self-centered, immature, sex-crazed, criminal, unfaithful, insensitive to women, especially black women. What y'all think about that one? Okay. Then it goes on to say, be honest. Is there a little courtroom inside your mind where black men have been brought up on these very serious charges? Very serious charges. I mean, he describes that as very serious charges, and I really like the way that he describes that because that is very true. You know, these are some very serious charges. And considering the fact that is going on, it's like an unspoken conversation sometimes that takes place due to the experiences, for me, the experiences that I've had, and I'm always kind of just sitting to the side like, you know, and that's terrible. That's terrible, you know, and I know I'm not the only one, you know. But one thing that I am glad, though, I am able to recognize my own shenanigans and tomfoolery. I don't need anybody to tell me that that's not a silly way to be, you know. But then it also gives me the opportunity to look within, like, where is that coming from, and why is it there? You know, you can't just say the devil is busy. You know what I mean? Okay, so he goes on to say that this is not who black men are either. You know, we ain't either one of them. So then he finishes off and says the real deal black man gets much of his sense of self-worth from his performance. Skill, achievement, conquest, acquisition, and competency are key for him in virtually all areas of life, including relationships. Possesses a wide and varied range of emotions, many of which are not available for outward display, often afraid, angry, lonely, proud, or weary. Okay. That's interesting. Let me read that again. It says, they possess a wide and varied range of emotions, many of which are not available for outward display, often afraid, angry, lonely, proud, or weary. Those are pretty heavy things to be holding on the inside, which takes me to since we're talking specific, since he's speaking specifically towards Black men, it takes me into my nurse mind of the types of diseases that Black men are prone to, you know, things like hypertension or, you know, things like that. So cardiovascular type things. But that cardiovascular is really big for everybody, honestly. But there are some sets that are more prone to Black men and Black women. Okay. He has survived repeated blows to his manhood, personally and historically. Is often more competent in showing his love than verbalizing it. Treasures his space, freedom, and independence, which can appear to be selfish. Is violently resistant to real or perceived failure. Is familiar with and expects severe losses. The real deal Black man is made of flesh and bone, the remarkable and the regrettable. He alone has the potential of desiring and experiencing your love and lavishing his upon you. This is who Black men really are. Okay. Considering the fact that I am not a Black man, and I have been on a mission to make peace with Black men for years now, and I do, little by little, every day. I have Black men in my circle. I'm best friends with a lot of Black men. But no, seriously, for real. Helping my relationship with my father is dope. My relationship with my peers is dope, you know. So just learning to look beyond myself and my own insecurities is not easy, and sometimes I do have trouble with it. But you know, we live and we learn. I feel that this is a really good conversation type of energy. I mean, what do y'all think? I don't know about that. I don't know if I agree. I don't know. You know, but I would like to hear from you all, considering the fact that I seek to understand. All right. So anyway, thank you for being on this journey with me. Thank you. It is so dope to be able to exchange with you all. So until next time, continue to vibrate love, vibrate well. Peace.